All right, welcome to a tutorial on using the Rudolph Excel plugin. Um, in this first part of the tutorial, we'll look at both creating an account and a general introduction to the Rudolph tab. So I've got Excel open here and I've just installed Rudolph, and you'll see a tab has appeared when you open up Excel called Rudolph at the back end of the tab groups here. And within Rudolph, you have different sets of functions within its own tab. And if I were to go ahead and try and use one of these functions, you'll see Rudolph will immediately ask you to log in or enter a new email. I don't have an account yet, so I'll go ahead and create a new account. And to do that, I'll select this plus sign here, and then I can either select to create a free account, one which is a free trial with annual billing thereafter, or one which is a free trial, slightly higher price, but with monthly billing. I'm not looking to support today, so I'll just go ahead and select the free account as there's no difference in functionality, and then I'll go ahead and click login. You can see my account has now been created and I'm logged in. If I go to use one of those functions now, you can see it's having the desired effect, and it's no longer asking me to log in. Okay, now for a general overview of the tab. There are three function groups, one with formatting tools, various colors and text tools, different number formats, and some custom cell styles directed at either formatting cells or charts or shapes. A set of navigation tools, either navigating between workbooks or worksheets within a workbook, or finding interesting things within a spreadsheet, as well as a set of precedent tracing tools to help navigate in between complicated Excel formulas. And then finally, there's this utility group, which includes some bespoke tools that help you with more one-off Excel tasks. So some settings which Rudy prefers to have off, and a calculation profiling tool which allows you to find different bottlenecks in the calculation chain in rather large workbooks where there's a lot of things going on. And then a simple update utility to make sure that your Rudolph is always up to date. And finally, there's this small menu at the back here, which allows you to access your account, and then some settings for both the tab as well as the keyboard shortcuts, which we'll talk about in a moment. First of all, with the tab, if you find yourself not using specific function groups, you may wish to tuck away certain subsets of the functions. Or perhaps if you find yourself only using the keyboard shortcuts to access Rudolph commands, you might want to tuck away the tab entirely and have Rudolph show up on Excel's built-in add-ins tab. Okay. And finally, Rudolph has custom keyboard shortcuts built in, and you can either turn those off or on from here, as well as manage them. We'll look at that in a second. If I were to turn these off, you can see when I press, for example, Control-Shift-C, nothing happens. But when I turn the keyboard shortcuts back on, I work through my color cycle, which I've customized, and I begin applying colors to the spreadsheet. And then finally, you can manage these keyboard shortcuts from this pane on the right. So if you find that a keyboard shortcut is either interfering with another add-in you use, or you've set a keyboard shortcut to interfere with a built-in Excel shortcut which you'd like to have back, you can edit that from here. And you can activate or deactivate certain functions, and so it allows you to have keyboard shortcuts only present for a subset of the functionality within Rudolph as well. Okay, thanks for watching, and we'll move on to the formatting set of tools in the next part.